Hey everybody. So there's one team left in the NHL that hasn't won a game yet, and it's the Arizona Coyotes. Um, they lost last night to Dallas 3-1, and it's pretty obvious that this has been a disastrous start for the season for them. Everything is just going wrong for Arizona. Nobody's playing well. They're underachieving in all facets of the game. It's it's really been tough to watch. This was a team that I thought was going to make big time improvements this year. I didn't have them in the playoffs or anything, but I did think that they'd be competitive and that they'd play important games into January and February, and that this team was going to start making strides towards becoming a potential playoff team. They haven't done any of that. They've looked bad everywhere in all facets of the game. Their goaltending's been horrible. They were taking a risk with Antti Raanta as a starter to begin with, and now he's hurt, so he didn't even really get a chance to be the starter, at least yet. Their defense has been bad, which is really shocking to me, given who they're like. Look at their defense; it shouldn't be bad. Their top four is like all good defensemen, like Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Alex Goligoski, Jason Demers. They have some really good players, and they're still they're not playing well. It's really kind of weird. All the young players up front that are supposed to be offensive talent, and they're not scoring goals, and it's just everything is going wrong for Arizona. And it doesn't get any easier for them. They're playing Dallas again on Thursday night. Then they have to play Chicago on Saturday, and then they're going on a 5-game road trip to the East Coast. They're playing the Rangers, Islanders, Devils, Flyers. It's one other. Detroit is the last game. So it does not get any easier for this team. I mean, you'd think they'd win a game at some point in the next. At least one or two of those games you would hope, but it's not a given. They could seriously end up with no wins after the first 12, 13 games. Your season pretty much over at that point. If you have no wins through 13 games, I know it's an 82-game season, but if you take a chunk of 13 with no wins, your record for the rest of the season would have to be really good, and Arizona clearly doesn't have the team to do that. Nicholas Hjalmarsson, I couldn't think of who the fourth defenseman was in their top four. Nicholas Hjalmarsson. So it's Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Alex Goligoski, Nicholas Hjalmarsson, and Jason Demers. That is a very solid top four defense. That should be the top four defense of a winning team. They haven't won a game yet. Goaltending's I think one of the biggest issues, and not scoring. So they had some kid play last night in his first NHL game. Aiden Hill, I think his name was. Didn't play bad, I guess. Only gave up 2 goals because Radilov's goal is an empty netter, so he only actually gave up 2 goals, but they only scored 1. So good game from the kid. Goalie still lost. Louis Domingue, I think, stinks. Rant is out. I don't know how long he's going to be out for, but they've got major goaltending issues. Maybe getting rid of Mike Smith wasn't the best idea, because Smith is playing well in Calgary. Calgary looks pretty good early on in the season, and Arizona just is getting no goaltending. Their offense still really struggling. They need to put up goals. You look at some of the kids on that team, and they should be putting up goals. I mean, guys like Max Domi and Anthony Duclair need to step it up. I mean, they shouldn't be relying on rookies. These guys have multiple years in the league now. It's time to get going and start putting some points on the board. You gotta will your way to a win at some point here. I mean, you've just gotta want it, and want it bad enough to make it happen. Because nothing's coming easy, and nothing comes easy in the NHL. You have to work for it, and even if the effort's there, sometimes you still don't get the win. So sometimes you gotta just really push, and then really will your way to a win. But yeah, Arizona's the last winless team. I thought they'd be better this year. I thought they'd be somewhat decent, and they just haven't been. So, see if they can turn it around. I don't see them turning it around anytime soon. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Spread the word. We want this channel to grow. Thank you very much for watching, and talk to you again soon.